guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a little while, but hopefully I can get back into the routine of just doing videos and just posting one video each week, possibly 2 videos each week. But for this look, I really wanted to create a look, almost like a springy look, but a look that you can use to get ready at night, go on a date, or just go to like something super formal. I really wasn't thinking what exactly I was going with this look. So, I mean, yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, but not only if you want to know how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, starting with prepping my face, I'm going to be using the Kangen 5.5 Beauty Water, and so I'm just going to spray that all over my face and let it dry before applying anything else. Next, I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I still don't know how I feel about it, so I'm still giving it a try, but once I do know, I will let you guys know. But so far, it feels pretty good. Next, I am going in with the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25 Hour Wear Comfort Serum Foundation in 203 Beige. Now, this foundation does have a very strong fragrance smell to it, which, to be completely honest with you, I'm not all that big of a fan of, only because it actually is pretty strong. But the really good thing about it is that the foundation goes on flawlessly. It looks amazing on the skin, and not just that, it feels amazing as well. Now, the fragrance doesn't last that long, so it does tend to fade away after you are done applying it. But I honestly have to say, if you haven't tried this foundation, go get your hands on it, because this is a very long-lasting, full coverage foundation, and it looks amazing on the skin, and it applies beautifully, whether you're using strokes, dabbing motions, or whatever it is. And the brush that I'm actually using does not absorb the product at all, nor does a beauty blender, and it looks good either way. So to me, that is a huge plus. And now the brush that I'm using to actually spread the product out is by Real Techniques, and it is the Expert Face Brush. Now I'm going in with Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Concealer in Neutralizer. Now, this product is amazing when it comes to actually covering your under circles. The only thing I will say is try to be careful not to actually apply the product directly onto any creases that you may have, like underneath your eyes or your smile lines, because it will bring them out more. At least for me, it does. Now, overall, this product is amazing because it does have really good coverage, so I definitely recommend this product to anyone who is trying to cover up some sort of imperfection. Now, the brush that I'm actually using for this step is by Real Techniques, and it is their setting brush. Next, I am going in with the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer in the color Meringue by Sephora. Now, this concealer is pretty light, so I am actually using it more as a highlight, not so much as a, ooh, I'm trying to cover up my under circles. I feel like this concealer doesn't really have all that much coverage, but I do love the formula on how good it feels on my skin. Next, I'm going in with the Sculptor by Tarte in the color Park Avenue Princess. Now, I don't know if this is their only color, but I really like this color because lately I've been self-tanning, and it actually goes pretty well with my self-tan. Now, I know for a lot of you it might be a little too warm, so if they have a different color, like a cooler tone color, I would totally say go get it or try it out, only because this contour formula is amazing. It blends out so nice. I actually think it's better than the Anastasia or any other cream contour that I've actually tried. And the brush that I'm actually using to blend out my contour is also by Real Techniques, and it is their sculpting brush. I feel so alive.
I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights that put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights that put me in a trance, so I feel like I can do it all. It's a good life.
Now I'm just going in with a damp Real Techniques beauty blender, and I'm just picking up any excess concealer product that I may have blended into my creases, in which, like I said, you want to try to avoid that. Now to set the concealer, I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Mineral Press Powder in Soft Porcelain, and the brush that I'm using for this step is by E.L.F, and it is their Flawless Concealer brush. Next, I'm going in with another Laura Mercier product, and it is their Secret Brightening Powder, and I'm applying that underneath my eyes as well, and in any other area that I may have applied concealer. Moving on to my brows, I'm going to be using the Eyebrow Kit by E.L.F in the color Light, and I will only be using their powder, not the gel substance that comes with it as well. And the brush that I'm using for this is by Billion Dollar Brows, and it is their double-ended brow brush with a spoolie. Now this has to be my favorite brow brush, only because the actual brush itself, it's super thin and it's angled, which I like, but also because you can actually get a perfect brow without having to go back in and fix any errors that you may have made. Now I'm going in with the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and the brush that I'm actually using for this step is by Real Techniques, and it is their contour brush. Now I will be applying this bronzer in all the areas that I did contour with. Now this Hoola bronzer is actually really nice, and I feel like it does fit all skin types. I feel like it adjusts to the tone of your skin, which is really nice, and it's completely matte, which is really nice. I am also going to be applying the Hoola bronzer down my neck to try to match my face with my neck. And the brush that I'm actually using for that step is also by Real Techniques, and it is their blush brush. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be using the NudeTude palette by the BALM, and the color that I will be using is Standoffish, and I will be applying this color all over my eyelid. Now the color actually looks like a nice foil pink, but it did not go on at all like that, which was kind of a bummer, so I did end up switching it up. Now the brush that I'm using for this step is just a regular flat eyeshadow brush. Now moving on to my crease, I'm going in with the Cargo Cosmetics The Essentials palette, and the color that I'm actually using is the color District, and the brush that I will be using to blend out that crease color is by Morphe, and it is their B18 brush. And with that same eyeshadow brush, I'm now going in with the color Rush Hour from the Cargo Cosmetics palette, and I'm not trying to do a fancy cut crease or anything. I honestly just am going for more of a natural type of looking cut crease that is nicely well blended. And now to blend both of those colors, I'm going in with a MAC 286 brush.
It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights that put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think.
Now going back to my eyelid with the same flat eyeshadow brush and the NudeTude palette. We're going to be adding a little bit of color by going in with the color Snobby, which is more of a yellowy color, and believe me, it does not come off as yellow as it looks on the palette. It's still able to give it a nice little touch of color. And now going in with the same Morphe B18 brush, we're going to be taking some of that Hoola Bronzer and applying it a little bit on the crease to try to warm it up a little bit. And now moving on to the bottom lid, we're going to take the Hoola Bronzer and a flat fluffy eyeliner brush, and we're just going to apply that color towards the outer corner of my eye and just give it more of a shadow effect and not make it too intense, because we will be going in with Cargo Cosmetics Brownstone, which is that bottom left brown color, and we're going to be applying it first on the bottom lid with a Morphe M149 brush, and then we're going to wing it out a little bit, but then we're going to bring it back up towards the top lid so that once I apply my eyelashes, it can give it more of a winged eye effect. And now for my brows, I'm going in with the Milani Brow and Eye Highlighter in the color Matte Beige. And now for the inner tear duct of my eye, we're going to be taking Sassy and Snobby from the NudeTude palette with a Real Techniques accent brush. And now I am just curling my eyelashes because I will be applying both of my eyelashes off camera. But I will be using the Duo Eyelash Adhesive Glue in the dark tone. And I am taking the Kiss eyelashes in Daisy, and I will be applying these individual short eyelashes just on the outer corners of my eyes. And now I am just going in with the Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara in deep brown. And now I'm just going in with a mascara that I got in Mexico, and it is just a seed oil based mascara, and I'm applying that both on the top and bottom lashes. Now I'm just going in with the Stella Perfect Blush palette, and I am going to be using Golden and Rose, which is the bronzier color, and then the dark purpley color, and I'm just going to mix them both together. And I will be using the Real Techniques contour brush that I used earlier. And now I'm just going in with the E.L.F contour blush and bronzing powder in St. Lucia, and I will not be using the blush, I'm only going to be using the bronzer. Now for my highlight, I am using So Hollywood by Anastasia Beverly Hills with the same contour brush, and I am applying that on my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and around my brow area, and on my cupid's bow. And finally, to set everything into place, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Lastly, for the lips, I am going to be using the Kylie Jenner Liquid Lipstick and Lip Liner in 22.
I feel so alive. I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights that put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights that put me in a trance, so I feel like I can do it all. It's a good life that I really want. It's those future vibes. things you trust.
Alright guys, that wraps everything up for this look. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you guys next time.